What's up, everybody? Mike Theory here. Welcome to the stream and the channel. And today we are doing part 2 of Persona. Now, if you guys tuned in last time, you may be like, hey, Mike, Reborn, Theory, Mister, you already did. You already did a part 2. I don't understand. Why is this labeled as part 2 when you already did it? And I'm going to tell you guys, it's because last time we didn't have sound. Therefore, it was not legit. But now we have sound. Now we are legit. So, I hope I do. O OBS is telling me I am. Should be. Should be. It says I'm live. Boom. Sweet! So, basically, if you guys are following along throughout the whole shizzle nizzle, you didn't miss much. Excuse me. You didn't miss much. We basically decided to go back to the castle to deal with Kamoshida, let him know what's up, try to save the people that's there. The students that he has captive there. And we unlocked our buddy's persona. So now we have two of us that are now using personas. So basically, I forget what his name is. We're gonna just call him Skull Kid. So Skull Kid said that he committed the people he has captive. He committed their faces to memory, and so we're going to confront him tomorrow, or tomorrow in the game, in school, and say, hey, we know, yada yada yada. We know yada yada is being abused by you. Can't hide it anymore, and we're gonna go up to the people and be like, yeah, we know the deal. We got you. So we ended up at that weird place when we used this nav map, right? I found it on my phone too. I don't even remember installing it. That's creepy. For real, what is this thing? I think it's being downloaded on its own somehow. It's dangerous to use something without knowing what it is, but with it we can go to that weird place, right? Seems like it. Guess he's got the pen. I'll use it. Don't go ditching school on me. Gonna get some sleep. Just gonna have another dream.
Welcome to the Velvet Room. I thought about resuming our previous conversation tonight. That is why I have summoned you.
Sure, man.
What are your thoughts? Are you becoming accustomed to this place? Ah, glad to hear it. It seems you have nerves of steel. Your rehabilitation determines if ruin can be stopped. Yet, such a feat cannot be done by you alone. But today, you entered a partnership with someone who awoke to the same power, haven't you?
Yes, I did.
Involving yourself with others is an important foundation for your recovery. You've done well.
You've done well.
That said, I am not advising the formation of superficial relationships. It must not be a frivolity, but a ring of those who would, by morals or faith, lend you their strength.
Yes, the Phantom Thieves.
In other words, they are bonds with those who have been robbed of their places to belong. The expansion of said ring will, in return, help you mature as well.
Personas are the strength of heart. The stronger the bonds that surround you, the more power your personas will gain.
There are countless people in the city who have talents that a weakling like you doesn't. You better rack that noggin of yours and get them on your side. We'll change that into power.
Let's do it. Confidants. Confidants are people you trust who share a similar goal. You can find these people in places like school or around town. Try forming bonds with people by visiting them multiple times, earning their trust and improving your value. Once you have formed the bond, you can open the menu with the triangle button and select confidants to check the strength of your relationship. Oh, we do have the chariot. Curious how this works.
Indeed, you should be prepared to use even myself, or your ambitions will not come to fruition. We have a deal then.
I am thou. Thou art I. Thou hast acquired a new vow.
So that's what this vow
It
is.
shall become the wings of rebellion that breaketh the birth of the fool persona. I have obtained the winds of blessing that shall lead to freedom and new power.
Confidant Prison Master. Allows you to negotiate with shadows after performing a hold-up. And bonus EXP when fusing personas based on their arcana. Yeah, no, I said it right. Arcana's confidant rank. So apparently you could fuse personas together. I guess to make them stronger.
All right.
You have learned the ability Wild Talk. Then we got one from him. People who have formed the bond with have special confidant abilities. Your confidant rank indicates the strength of your trust with someone. As this rank increases, more of their abilities will be unlocked. Press the triangle button to open the menu and select confidant so you can check each confidant.
Well, you will understand it all in due time. Continue devoting yourself to your rehabilitation.
Now this conversation's over. Get lost, inmate.
Sure. Alright, we're gonna check that out right when we get out of this little world. Oh, we forgot to change the social alert.
I can't do this.
I didn't realize we were following behind them. We're listening to what they say, spying on them, if you will.
Okay, quiet down.
Nice toss! Yeah! Man, you still got it, coach. Thanks. Let's go for one more. All right.
Still sticks out. Hasn't changed a bit.
Pretty boring.
Right?
Sorry. Hey, are you all right? Someone, take him to the nurse's office.
He'll pay soon enough.
All right, let's resume the match.
Gonna get what's coming to you.
Damn it.
Show a day, whatever that is. Allows you to pass your turn over to other band pass users after one more. So you can have somebody else do one more, it looks like. Interesting. Dun, 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 dun. This looks like you can put on different masks too. To get different persona. That'd be a cool ass costume. Okay. So say we have to go to classroom D, right? See if this brings us there. That must be him.
Damn it!
Well, basically that confirms it.
I should write something.
Yeah? Mhm. Yeah.
Who cares? you hear that?
I can't do it.
Can I talk to you for a sec? It'll be quick. Anyway, what's with you? Like how you were late the other day was a lie and all? There's that weird rumor about you too.
What do you want with him?
Right back at you. You're not even in our class.
We just happen to get to know each other.
What are you planning on doing to Mr. Kamoshida?
Huh? I see. I getcha. You're all buddy-buddy with Kamoshida after all.
This has nothing to do with you, Sakamoto.
If you found out what he's been doing behind your back, you'd dump him right away.
Behind my back? What's that supposed to mean?
You wouldn't get it.
Anyway, people are already talking about you two. I don't know what you're trying to pull, but no one's gonna help you. I'm warning you, just in case. That's all.
Why she gotta be so aggressive all the time? She's been like that since middle school. Anyways, that's not what we're here to talk about. I had no luck on my end. What about you?
What about you?
Did anything like someone's name turn up?
Emphysema.
Huh? Special coaching, huh? True. I always see the guy covered in bruises. Let's go talk to him before he leaves then. Hey, got a second?
Uh-oh, there's a connection. We're using remote play to stream my PS4 to my PC, even though my PS4 is right under my PC. Looks like I'm still getting an issue through the Wi-Fi.
And you too. Come on, we just want to chat. Kamoshida's been coaching you, huh? You sure it's not just physical abuse? Certainly not. What are you talking all polite for? Anyways, we saw him spike you today, right in the face.
That was just because I'm not good at the sport.
Still, that doesn't explain all the other bruises you've got.
Oh man.
They're from practice. Is he forcing you to keep quiet?
That's
What's going on here? Mishima, isn't it time for practice?
I'm not feeling well today.
What? Maybe you're better off quitting then. You're never going to improve that crappy form unless you show up to practice.
Didn't you hear? He ain't feeling well.
Well, Mishima, are you coming to practice or not?
I'll go.
As for you, any more trouble and you'll be gone from this school for sure.
Bastard.
Same goes for you. Didn't the principal tell you to keep in line? Just don't get in the way of my practice. All these unsettling rumors are making the students anxious after all.
Yeah, you're the one spreading them, you ass clown.
That's your own goddamn fault.
This won't get us anywhere. Let's go, Mishima. Shujin Academy is a place where those with aspirations come to learn. Unworthy students like yourselves don't have any right to be here. Get with the program.
Yes, sir. That asshole. He's gonna pay for this.
There's no point.
Huh?
Proving that he's physically abusing us is meaningless. Everybody knows. Principal, our parents, they all know, and they all keep quiet about it.
This has gotta be a joke.
Don't be a pain. You don't understand what I'm going through. Shouldn't you, of all people, know that nothing's going to help? Damn it.
I'll try one more time to persuade the other guys. That's all I can do.
Gotta fuck them up in the dream world. I mean, if I gotta sleep, I guess I'll sleep. Is it? Probably like the toxins that we dispel through them. They're sweaty and salty.
Shouldn't you be heading to volleyball? That bruise above your eye. Is that from practice too?
Licking your feet.
Yeah.
It's funny. Oh, she's wearing those shoes, those Japanese shoes. Sukayuris or whatever they're called.
Are you sure you're not pushing yourself too hard?
I'm okay. Volleyball's the only thing I can do right. Shouldn't you take that?
It's probably just my part-time job, I think.
I should get going.
Shiho. Are you sure you're okay?
Uh-huh.
Shiho.
Yes. Today won't work. I'm not feeling so good. Sorry. Bye.
Hey, wasn't that Takamaki?
Rumor has it she's dating Kamoshida.
Seriously?
I heard people saw them in his car together.
You know, she seems pretty easy, huh? You think I'd have a chance too?
Oh man, that's messed up.
Come on, dude. You can't go after Kamoshida's bitch.
That ain't right either.
What is it? Huh?
Being in my business, but don't let the rumors get to you. Right? Oh, I've helped with a similar situation before. My best friend is often misunderstood too, all because of her looks.
Then I'll...
Oh, Shiho!
Damn it! What the hell? Is that what it looks like? All of them kept saying the same shit Mishima was talking about. Kamoshida had to have told him something. At this rate, looks like we'll have to go to him directly. I know. But seriously, isn't there something we can do? No way I'm gonna give in like this. Can you think of anything?
Where's that cat? Doesn't he talk to us in this world?
Oh, that'd be fine if we could do it without getting caught, but if we did, we'd be seriously done for. You got any other ideas? So you want to tell them about the castle? They'd never believe us. Have any... What do we do? The king? You mean that other world's Kamoshida? I didn't think of that, but... Is there any meaning to...
I finally found you!
You say something?
Don't think you can get away with not paying me back for helping you.
That voice... Is that you, Morgana?
How dare you up and leaving me the other day?
The cat's talking?
I am not a cat! This is just what happened when I came to this world. It was a lot of trouble finding you two.
Wait, you came to our world? Does that mean you've got a phone?
You don't need one when you're at my level. I did get pretty lost making my escape, though.
That aside, why can you talk? You're a cat!
How should I know?
You hearing this too? Then it really is Morgana.
You guys are having a rough time of this, I heard you mention something about witnesses.
Oh, shut up!
You know, I could tell you a thing or two about what to do about Kamoshida. You were pretty close just a moment ago.
God, that condescending attitude. This thing's gotta be Morgana.
You were still doubting me?
Quiet down!
We really have to be looking for a cat in a busy time like this?
I just heard a meow somewhere near here. Didn't you hear it?
Make sure you check every nook and cranny around.
Meow? Does that mean only us two can understand what you're saying?
Looks like it.
What the hell's going on? Anyways, what you were talking about earlier, is it for real?
You're quite the skeptic for being an idiot.
Hey, tell us more. Then again, this probably ain't the best place. Here, stick it in your bag for now. It should be just small enough to fit.
Hey! How dare you treat me like... Don't be so rough with me!
Enough of that! You said you know how we can do something about Kamoshida, right?
It has to do with what this guy was talking about earlier. You'll need to attack his castle.
What do you mean?
That castle is how Kamoshida views this school. He doesn't realize what happens in there, but it's deeply connected to the depths of his heart. Thus, if the castle disappears, it would naturally impact the real Kamoshida.
What'd happen?
A palace is a manifestation of a person's distorted desires. So, if that castle were no more... Precisely. You sure pick up things fast.
For real? He's gonna turn good? But is that really getting back at him?
Erasing a palace essentially means forcing the owner to have a change of heart. However, even though their warped wants disappear, the crimes they committed remain. Kamoshida will become unable to bear the weight of those crimes, and he'll confess them himself.
Nice.
You for real? That's possible?
And since the palace will no longer exist, he'll forget what we did there as well. Not only will we be able to bring Kamoshida down, but there won't even be a trace of our involvement.
That's amazing! You are one incredible cat!
Incredible kitty.
True. Except for the cat part.
So, how do we get rid of the palace?
By stealing the treasure held within.
Stealing?
I'll tell you more once you agree to go ahead with this. It's my most valuable secret plan, after all. If you want to help me out, I'll gladly teach you. What's your call?
Our luck's running dry looking for witnesses. Guess we have no choice but to go along.
Good. Oh, right. There's one more thing I should tell you. If we erase a palace, there is no doubt that the person's distorted desires will be erased as well. But desires are what we all need in order to survive. The will to sleep, eat, fall in love. Those sorts of things.
What are you getting at?
If all of those yearnings were to vanish, they'd be no different than someone who is shut down entirely. They may even die if they're not given proper care. So...
They might die?
will you listen to everything I have to say first?
Would their death be our fault?
Aren't you determined enough to face those kinds of risks?
Hey, what do you think? For real?
Sheesh. I come all this way and this is what I get. It's not like anyone will ever find out.
That's not the point! If we just go around secretly doing whatever we want, we'd be no better than that effing Kamoshida!
But we're doing it for justice.
Isn't this your only option? I'll come back later. Make sure you've made your decision by then.
Man, we're getting all worked up for nothing. Damn it! I'll try and see if I can figure out another way. Come on, let's get out of here.
get home.
Will you please give it a rest? I told you, I'm not feeling up to it. Wait, what? That's not what you promised. And you call yourself a teacher? This has nothing to do with Shiho. Shiho's starting position.
Interested.
Wait, were you listening? Haven't you heard of privacy? No, I was out of line. Sorry. So, how much did you hear? Shiho. It's nothing at all. Nothing.
Where the hell did she go? Hey, what's going on? How's it going, friend? And go. I want to go to smoking area. Okay. Trying to find Anne. Where did she go? Ha. How's it going? Okay, she didn't go there. Did she go here? No. Okay, she didn't go there, she didn't go there. Did she go down here? Ha! Actually have to go down the downstairs? Okay. She went that way. She went this way. Ah, there she is. going good. How are things going with you? Things are going well. Getting some streaming in before I have to hit the hay. Playing through Persona. Oh, excuse me. Trying to uncover what's going on with Kamoshida. Trying to mess him up.
No.
Excited for the
I don't have
weekend.
anything to talk about with you.
Deadpool and more video games.
It was just an argument.
You lying, Ann. Don't you lie to me, girl. That's always fun.
Thank you very much.
Aw, yeah.
You've heard the rumors, haven't you? About Mr. Kamoshida. Everyone says we're getting it on. But that's so not true. That was him on the other line. I avoided giving him my number for the longest time. He told me to go to his place after this. You know what it means. If I turn him down, he said he'd take my friend off as a regular on the team.
I like these, like, cutscenes.
I've been telling myself this is all for
They're awesome.
Shiho's sake. I can't take it anymore. I've had enough of this. I hate him. But still, Shiho's my best friend. She's all I have left in that sorry excuse of a school. Tell me, what should I do? Sorry, I shouldn't have asked. It's not your problem.
Gotta be like, girl, we know the stories. Don't you worry, Ann. We're gonna take care of you, mean schoolboy. We're gonna mess Kamoshida up. We're gonna expose him. And we'll save you and Shiho.
What am I saying? I've barely even talked to you before.
Got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. Don't worry. Protect you.
Huh?
The cutscenes are amazing, the artwork in general for this game. I agree with both of those statements. The art is definitely amazing. I love it. Just the whole aesthetic of it is super cool. It's almost like a comic book or something. So I've definitely am into that. What's that? Oh, Samsung Pay is like being annoying. Oh, Pro Stuff is coming on. Yeah, I love it. It's got this like Sin City kind of comic book feel. I love the combat system and like the UI for that. Cutscenes are amazing. They're, you know, like the anime, and I love the anime even though there's only 5 episodes. It's kind of the reason why I started playing. I was like, I want to see more of what's going on. I know this game got good reviews. Surprisingly, no. I've never played any of the other Persona games. I've always wanted to, but I think I saw, like, I'm not sure if this is right or not, but I think some of the, like, Persona games had this, like, weird first-person exploration where, like, you were in first person and you were just, like, running through, like, dungeons and rooms, right? Like, talking to people in first person, and, like, the battle system was just, like, an image of the enemy, and like you didn't see yourself or like yourself attacking, right? Just like swipes against them. Like that's what I imagine when I imagine other Persona games, and like I'm not super into that. I want to see like, you know, your characters and them like you know, taking the lunge towards the enemy, attacking, like, you know, like the whole visual battle thing. I like to see. So that's what kept me away from Persona for a while. But then when I saw this one, you know, the cutscenes were great, the art was great, the battle system looked good. I was just like, let me hold off on playing it for a bit because, you know, I'm playing a bunch of other stuff at the time. But I was like, you know, my cousin, who I usually play a lot of the time with, he's been busier with school, so we don't have as much time to play the stuff we normally do. So I was like, now's kind of a good time to sneak in some Persona, especially since, like I said, I just watched the anime. I hear that the Persona games are like somehow linked to the Shin Megami Tenchi games or whatever. I played some of them. Like, those are pretty cool. I liked how they were. I played this one MMO one, which was kind of like an MMO Pokemon, where like you collected the different demons. I think he had like a Demon Hunter series or something. So I like that, like having like pets and demons to command and stuff. And this kind of got me because it looked like those Personas that you have, you can collect them and like use a bunch of different ones in battle. So I was like, that seems cool. And the battle system seemed pretty good too. So I was like, let me check this out. The 4th game was the game that actually got me into the series. The 5th game is by far the best. Is the 4th similar to this, like battle system wise and stuff? Like, if the other games are, like I said, like first person-ish, it's very hard for me to get into that. But if they're all kind of similar to this, then maybe eventually. But there's a lot of games that I still have to play. There's this Horizon Zero Dawn. What else do I got? Nier Automata. God of War looked really good. I don't know if I'll ever get a chance to play that. Spider-Man comes out soon. What else? What's that zombie game? That co-op zombie game. That's like part 2. That's coming out. There's a Gundam game coming out. There's just so many things to play. It's so hard to make time for them all. But I'm gonna try my best to get around to all of them. I actually managed to finish Dark Souls. Like, that's one of my favorite games. I finished 1, 2, and 3. I didn't play the DLC for 3, though I found like this pretty cool JoJo mod that you can use for 3 on the PC. So I've been meaning to get back into that. That was actually one of my choices to stream today. I was like, do I either stream Persona or do I stream Dark Souls? And I was like, Dark Souls I beat, I just want to like mess around with the mod. But Persona, like, I actually want to get through. So I was like, let me put some time into that, get through it, and then I can jump on some other stuff. And then Rage 2 was just announced. If you saw the trailer for Rage 2, that looked awesome. That looks like super fun. God of War game looks really awesome, and it's so crazy how many awesome games. I know, like, it's like I guess a good problem to have for gamers. You know, there's so many games to play, you can't figure out which ones to have time for, but it's also like a bad problem because you want to play them all because they're so good. I mean, yeah, and like, yeah, more come out, and then like me, I have like the cartridges, PS4 boxes, just like, hey, play me. But at some point, maybe I'll get around to it. Who knows? Who knows? If they slow down. Luckily, there's not like a huge influx at the moment, like one coming out every week. Then I'd be in trouble.
Are you
But
really a bad
it
person
also
as the
helps
room
that
says?
like I don't play as many MMOs as I used to, because I put a lot of time into all of those. Because you have to play MMOs like consistently to do well. And like Diablo 3 isn't big anymore, so the only MMO I really play now at the moment is Warframe. And I've even slowed down on that because I'm getting close to the end game, and I really like Warframe, and I don't want to get to the end game and like be bored of it already, so I'm slowing down on that too. So, trying to pace myself.
That you assaulted someone. That you almost killed them.
But I'm definitely making sure I play Spider-Man, because Spider-Man's my dude, and he's been needing a good game for a while. So I'm gonna play the F out of that.
Kinda had a feeling they were all just exaggerations. You seemed lonely. Almost like you didn't belong anywhere.
Figured me out, Anne. Figured me out.
You're the same in that regard.
I'm playing remote play. I seem to be getting some latency issues with doing that. But this is the easiest for me to stream it. In comparison to just like having one of my PC monitors be like my TV screen. I don't like sharing through PS4 share, because then I don't get my nice little layout. Spider-Man is definitely one of the games I'm excited for. Yeah, I hope it's good, man. Like the last Spider-Man games were like okay, but definitely like not what he deserves. So I'm hoping like they do a good job, and you know, any other game that comes out does well too. Like I'm kind of excited and scared for the new Venom movie, because Venom's like one of my favorite characters in Spider-Man. So I'm hoping that the movie is good and does well, and maybe they make like a game kind of based off the movie where you can play as Venom. That would be pretty cool. Playing as Venom as a good guy for once, but usually video game movie tie-ins aren't good. I think the only good video game movie tie-ins, surprisingly, were like the War on Cybertron Transformer movies. Or War on Cybertron games that were based off of the Transformer movies. Those are actually pretty good, but that's really it.
Is there really no way for me to help Shiho? I wish he'd just change his mind.
But I'm happy I got at least an hour or so on this game before my cousin jumps on and we jump onto something different. It'll probably be Smite or one of the battle royales. Not sure yet.
Like, forget about me. Everything.
But I really want to get through the story, and I hope it picks up after where the anime, like it goes further than the anime did, because it's such a good story.
As if something like that would ever happen. I wasn't asking for a serious response. But I do feel a bit better now.
Well, I want to like Fortnite. I like the combat in Fortnite. I really just hate the building. It's really annoying because like if you're better at building, or someone's better than building than you, they kind of win. Like you can outbuild someone. That's kind of annoying. Like I want to be in combat with somebody, not like worrying about building stairs and stuff. So actually I've been playing a lot of Radical Heights. Been really loving that. It's basically Fortnite without the building, and it's got like an 80s game show theme to it. So my cousin and I like have really been loving that. We played PUBG for a long time, but I'm not like, the combat is pretty good too, but I don't like the like kind of nitty-gritty, like real like military combat kind of thing. Like it's just a bit much. But we're kind of, the studio that did Radical Heights actually just closed down. They're keeping the game up, but that's not really like a good sign. So I don't know what they're gonna do with the game, but I don't know if like my cousin and I are gonna keep playing it until it gets shut off or find something else to play. But yeah, the building's annoying, and like I kind of am like a little hipstery about it. Like now that it's like the most popular game in the world and everyone's playing it and everyone's streaming it, like I kind of don't want to stream it, you know, because I feel like my channel will be easily lost among all the other already super popular Fortnite streamers. So I'm sure I could get used to the building and like eventually get good at it, but I don't know if I want to do that. If like I feel like I need, you know, a battle royale in my life, we may jump into Fortnite. I know like one of my friends is playing it, but we'll have to see how we feel. I know there are like a lot of other companies that are jumping on the battle royale, like Hi-Res Studios, the people that make Smite and Paladins. They're doing a battle royale. So since I already play their games, I may wait for that. I don't really play Battle Right, but they're doing a battle royale, so I kind of like the whole hero thing. So I may want to like wait to see what that's like and see how that plays out. But we'll have to see. We will have to see.
I'm gonna head home.
Like with Ninja playing Fortnite, I feel like,
Don't tell anyone what I told you.
you know, who would want to watch someone like me who only has like, you know, a couple hundred followers? Like, you never know. I know you would, but
I'll try and think of a way to persuade Kamoshida.
we shall have to see. I mean, I give Ninja props though. He's pretty freaking good. I've watched his streams. He's pretty good, man. But he's been playing competitive games for a while. I just wish I jumped on that bandwagon a little earlier. To where like I could be in that generation to where I had enough time to play games and like got good enough at games to where I could possibly make it, you know, a job, but I think I'm a little past that point. It'd be so much better just to like hang out at home, chill out, jump online, play some games, chat with some friends, you know, jump in games with people, have a good old time. But in a perfect world, I imagine.
Well, thanks.
Yeah, Ninja is crazy, man. I give him props. He's good at like everything he plays. Seems like a pretty cool kid too. But you never know. The facade people put online could be a lot different than what they are in real life. But he looks young. And I think his wife, Jay Ghosty, is like a popular streamer too.
Are you leaving?
What is it?
Mr. Kamoshida's asking for you. He's in the PE faculty office.
Like when I started gaming, one, I didn't really have the options. Like I didn't have like the desire to like build my own PC and like set up a really good rig to like, you know, really get into gaming. Like gaming wasn't big when I first started. Like there's no like, hey, if I, you know, get really good at Counter-Strike or whatever, like, you know, I could stream and be competitive and like make this something that I can get noticed for. It was more like, yeah, you know, I'm gonna play a couple rounds after, you know, after school and then, you know, do homework and then, you know, yada yada. It was more like a hobby, whereas nowadays it's gotten so big in esports and stuff. Like esports wasn't a thing when I first started, but if it was, like, who knows? Before like, you know, college and all your other responsibilities, could have spent a lot of time like refining my abilities. But you know, I mean, I'm here now. I'm trying to do the stream dream. So we'll see what happens. You know, I still have the rest of my life. I can at least be like that one grandma gamer. She's pretty popular. Maybe I can be a grandpa gamer. I could be in the esports at 65. Never know. Who knows what gaming will be like by that time. That'd be crazy. That'd be cool if like at one point in time just like all of the corporate world is like sustained by gaming. Like, you know, everyone's gaming, everyone's playing different games to earn money and yada yada. But that's a dream. Gaming in the community definitely has come a huge, like huge long way. It's almost crazy how much it evolved from like a silly little hobby that only certain people invest into to like everyone's gaming now. Like you know, building your own PCs become affordable. Like streaming is something everyone can do now. Like I think that's really cool. That would be great. But like I said, only in a perfect world.
What did he say?
Like it would be cool if like there was like some way where like your Twitch or your YouTube was like hooked up to some like resource generation thing. Like the more games you play, like the more like electricity or like, you know, natural resources that you create. So like you get paid to just play and like generate like resources to sustain life. Like that would be awesome, but you know, it's a silly dream, but that'd be cool. I'd rather do that than, you know, like commute an hour to the city and back from the city every day and like sit at a desk and like do some meaningless mediocre task. But it is what it is.
I don't know. Well, I have to go.
Right? Like with all the games that are out there, like you could I feel like you can never get bored. Like you may get lonely, but if everyone is doing the same thing, like you'll always have friends to play with. And then, you know, you could burn through all the games that are on your backlog because, you know, you're getting paid to do it. So it's kind of killing two birds with one stone. You're playing all the good games, you're making money, living the dream. But yeah, that would be silly. Like it's crazy. Like I watch a lot of like pro streamers and stuff that play, you know, all kinds of games, and you see them just like all hours of the day just playing games and like chatting with their friends. It's like, man, I want to do that, but I gotta go to work tomorrow. So and I need to get like 7 hours of sleep or 6 hours of sleep, so I can only play for an hour today.
On.
Don't do it, Shiho. Cousin said he was coming online, but it's already 10:14 here on the East Coast. Typically go to bed like at the latest 11:30, so if he doesn't get on soon, it may not be an ability. Soundtrack's really good in this game as well. Yeah, yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm starting up a new job working third shift, so I gotta fix my schedule to fit around that. Oh yeah, that must suck. You get used to like a whole routine and then you gotta like, you know, reboot yourself to get used to another shift. My mom had to do that recently too. She took a third shift position and had to readjust her schedule. I like that Persona like carved out its own little niche of games. For sure. I mean, maybe I'm just freaking out, but I don't want to end up a murderer because of this shit. Oh well. I like how the conversations seem like so realistic. Like this is this is the conversation like I would be having like with my friends in real life. So we going to bed now? Yeah. So let's save. We played like
I should write something.
an hour and a half worth, so. Let's see, he said he's booting up. Keep an eye on our Discord. Move this to this screen. Yeah, it really is very, very relatable. Which is nice, because, like, you know, some games, like, they have, like, really cheesy dialogue because they're trying to be funny, or, you know, just, it's very uninteresting, but, like, you know, I actually want to pay attention to what they're talking about, because, like you said, it's relatable, and, you know, it's good dialogue, and it's interesting, and it's funny, so I actually care about it. Which for JRPGs is, I feel like, kind of hard, because I feel like a lot of time, like, a lot of the dialogues and stuff are so, like, weeby. Like, another game that I've been playing was, Ni no Kuni. I wanted to like it, but I can't stay interested in it. It's like, I thought it was gonna be this like cool Pokemon thing, but it's like a hack and slash Pikmin. It's like really weird. Sleep. Alright, Doom's online. So we're gonna hit him up on Discord. See what he wants to play. Yo, yo.
Now that's ridiculous.
What's up?
How's it going, sir?
It's going. You playing some PS4?
Yeah, I just saved, so I'm about to shut it down now. What are you in the mood for?
Ready to do whatever you want to do.
Do you want to do Smite? Do you want to?
I kind of do. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah?
I kind of do want to do.
I'm not against it either.
Just because the new patch, and I feel like I need to get acclimated a bit, and I feel like we didn't really get a chance to prove ourselves yesterday.
Yeah, that was a tough match. All right, we'll jump on that. Yeah, well, the second Ni no Kuni was the one I'm actually playing.
Oh, nice.
It looked good. I'm talking to someone on YouTube too. I'm streaming Persona at the moment. Yeah, Ni no Kuni is the one I'm playing. It looks good and the combat is good, but it's like, I don't know, man. It's just I can't get into it. Like the first one, I feel like the combat was cooler and it was like more Pokemon-y, where you're like collecting the minions and stuff. But this one, it's kind of like you're just running around, slashing stuff, like using skills every once in a while. You have those little Pikmin things that you just like walk up to and say, hey, do something, and that's it. Like you collect different colored ones that are different elements, but like they're not interesting. Like you don't collect like dogs or dragons or demons or anything. Like I was expecting getting some cool stuff, but I didn't really get anything cool. But I'm gonna switch it to Smite. So if you're interested in seeing some Smite, Stay tuned. I'm going to drop the stream, change the channel, or not the channel, change the name of the game and everything so it gets saved as a different video. And then I'll pop back on. But otherwise, if you head out, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the sub. And I'll catch you next time I go live with Persona. So see you in a few. Bye-bye.